and welcome back to Stardew Valley. This is Sadie.
And GBAs.
And we are continuing on our adventure. I've got Monday the 15th of spring and a full inventory.
I've got Monday the 22nd of summer. It is raining. However, I have the explosion of blueberries.
That sounds like a Casey conundrum. My inventory is, in fact, full, so I've got to run all the way back to the house, where I'm running poorly because lack of coordination is a thing for me. Oh, nope, we're going to put some, he extra eggs. We're going to put some of these extra fish from our last one. Oh, I've also got another rare crow to place. Oh, those are exciting days. No, I don't want to put that in the fridge. Like, I love that the game kind of tries to anticipate what the heck I want, but never quite gets it right.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, here's, and it's like, you want me to do this? No, that is
that's exactly the opposite of what I wanted.
But thank you for trying.
I love when I type in Stardew Valley in Chrome. The first thing it pulls up is the hoe.
You know, the boys were playing Minecraft the other day, and Evan got a zombie villager that was talking, and he was talking about how he was walking around with the golden hoe. And so Evan spent the rest of the day calling it the gold hoe zombie. And I'm 99% sure he totally knows what that means. But I'm sitting there like trying to keep a straight face and not call him out on it in case. And I'm pretty sure I did a terrible job of keeping a straight face. But what is the correct response to this?
I have no idea.
That's my gold hoe. You're what, kid? It's my gold hoe. Okay. See, there's no way to win this one.
Now, what was I doing this time? Oh yeah, I know what I was doing. If you guys were unaware and or haven't watched the last episode, I got enough wood to go get the house upgrade, but I got there like a minute after the carpenter closed.
Every time. Believe me, your struggle is real and I feel it because, yeah, that is my struggle too. Or you think you're totally good, you get there and they're like, it's her day off. Somehow I always seem to need something on somebody's day off.
Mine usually happens to be Penny and trying to find her.
Alright, and I've dealt with all of my various driftwoody things now that I picked up on the beach. Or crab pots, I forget which, but last episode. Oh, that's right, I am trying to grow a plethora, a literal ton of parsnips, trying to get just a couple that are HQ for the HQ parsnip quest. I'm looking at my lawn, I'm like, what the heck am I growing? I need me some starry parsnips. And let me see, do they have to be gold starred? I think so. We're going to take a quick look. Just as a reminder, quality crops. I need 5 gold star parsnips. Yep. And then I need to get melons and corn. Melons are summer, of course. Corn and pumpkins are fall. And I've got a ton.
Well, corn is both summer and fall.
So that gives us a little longer time to fiddle with it, but really we need to get going on that. Also, Granny wants some leeks. I remember where they were last year. I'm guessing they're probably going to be in the same spot this year. Oh, and we still have to put down. We got a new rare crow. And this one is, I think it's the metal one. I haven't quite, figured out every kind of rare crow yet. I think we're going to put this one right here. They protect something like 6 spaces out from where they're at, so I could actually put them in the middle where the sprinklers are. But, yeah, it's extra work. Like, there's a limit to how non-lazy I am, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I need to go over here to the wiki real quick.
You go wiki your wickiness. Okay, now I need goat milk and large milk. And my phone rings. Because that is what happens when I forget to mute my ringer. Every day. Like, I can sit here and do 3 or 4 recordings with it muted, and it never rings. The second I start a recording without it muted, everyone in the world needs me now. It is salmonberry season. So let's go shake a few berries out of 2 trees. We need a leek for Granny. There's our leek. And don't forget to go towards the tunnel because there are berries up there.
Alright, I am now in town. What does the job board want me to do? Alright, time to go slay some slimes in a bit.
Gotta go slay some slimes. Sounds good. Yay! Berries. And more berries. I have to admit, salmon berries are one of those things that when it comes around, I'm like, yes! Shaking every bush in town, which sounds slightly questionable now that I think about it.
I am now at 5 hearts with George.
Nice. Oh, they're making eggs with leeks for breakfast. You know what? I am not even mad at that. Eggs with leeks sounds good.
Yeah.
500 gold for picking up a leek. That was in my way anyways. And here we go. We are... What was I planning on doing today? Oh, that's right. I need more parsnip seeds. I will not be defeated by the parsnips.
You'll find their secret.
Yes, I will discover their secret.
Let me know how that works out.
I will let you know how that works out. I imagine delicious. Another 18 parsnip seeds. We are going big and going snippy with this. Oh my goodness, tiny sneeze. So I'm just going to kind of run around, grab a couple handy salmon berries, because A, they are delicious, B, it gives us a lot more jelly making options. Can't be mad at that.
Yep.
When you see the park in this game, do you want to like just go play on the rock climbing wall for a little bit?
Yeah.
Like, when I was a kid, I would have loved the crap out of that park. As an adult, I love the crap out of that park.
I won't lie, even now as an adult, I do miss the swings.
Yep, one of the swings are good. Abigail tossed her some cherries. Yeah, no, I am very pro swing. Although last year, Eric decided to try getting, fancy, I guess, with the swings, and managed to like let go and plop himself off the backside of them.
Yes, I remember that. Wasn't that the time you guys took him to the hospital?
Oh yeah, gotta go to the hospital and get an X-ray and all those good things. So, much as I love the kid, don't let go of the swings when you're on them. And it's funny because I'm like, I would have totally done that as a kid, but now as an adult, I'm like, don't ever do that again.
I had a little more sense as a kid than that.
Oh, thanks. Oh, wow. Okay. Gosh, do you hand out sunglasses with that much shade? More sense. Wow. Okay, that's fine. Made my job. Let's see. So my barn is my next upgrade. I need 6,000 gold. You know, I'm gonna be all smart and write this down because I never do. And then I run around looking for it, and I feel like a dork. So I need 6k gold. 350.
Well, it should be easy enough if you're having the great parsnip.
Oh yeah, I've got 18 grand. And 150 stem. Yep. Year 2 is all about improving.
Year 1 was putting, things in place, and year 2 is...
Yep, I think the mill is going to be shortly after 2. Lets you create flour from wheat and sugar from beets.
Sounds yummy.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so I have some stuff to go do. We're going to make ourselves a big, the barn next, though, I think. I'm like, I have all these options, but let's
get more animals into the mix.
Well, I need more milk for the animal quest. That's the last thing I need, is the various milks. Oh, there's a squirrel.
Bark, 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 bark.
Yeah, no kidding. Like, I love my dog, but she takes the mere existence of squirrels very personal. Alright, so I think that is the plan. We are going to run back to the house on a different path, grabbing more salmon berries as we go, because, haha, food.
And I believe it's one of the things that people like a lot around the... I almost said colony.
Yeah, Chibi and I just finished up RimWorld Alpha 15. If you want to see how that went, it should be loaded probably just before or just after this video, but we can find some links for you. But yes, we just ended that. That went... What do you think? Did it go well? Did it go terrible? Are we going to tell them? It went. That's what we're going to say.
It went.
It was a thing of a thing.
It really was a thing. Don't get me wrong, I would repeat the thing, however... Well, you'll find out.
Oh yeah. Things happen. There was dancing, there was agony, there was ecstasy, there was whatever the heck that was I was doing in my chair. There were things. But yep, definitely an agony and ecstasy moment. See, now everyone's going to go leave this video to go find that one. But that's okay. We thoroughly encourage wanton, checking out of all of our videos. That is fine. Let's see. Pickled parsnips. Again, what do you think? Pickled parsnips. Would you try it?
I would try anything at least once.
I will keep that in mind next time I want to make something weird. So, what is for dinner in Chibiland today?
I don't know, since I didn't go with the people who went to the grocery store, I don't know what's being picked up.
Brave or foolish? What do you think?
I'm thinking pretty foolish.
Yeah, yeah.
They're probably gonna pick me up Doritos.
Doritos. What is it like living in a house where you can eat junk food? Do you ever just, because we had this talk the other day, you went out for some bro time with Josh.
Yeah.
That was Josh of Damn It Josh, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
It is a real guy. That is Chibi's best friend since kindergarten.
Yep.
And yeah, they went out and they had bro time. What was bro time like?
Bro time was pretty bro-ish.
Pretty bro-ish. I'm now like, you have no idea the mental pictures running through my head at the descriptor pretty bro-ish. Like, dude, I'm seriously picturing like, I don't know, bro time. Well, here's the thing. I know what you did. I know what the two of you did on Christmas. And that, I would say, was super bro-ish. Like, I didn't even know bars were open on Christmas.
It was one of those. I don't go to bars usually.
Not judging you. Just, you're like, yeah, there turns out there's a bar open and we're meeting friends there. And I'm just like, wow, that's a thing?
Yep.
So, then again, to be fair, I've spent more than my fair share of time in bars that featured pool tables. Or rather, pool halls, which featured alcohol. Take your pick, really. So, not necessarily, it's not that I've never been a bar. It's just, years.
Yeah. Ah, poop. I forgot to go look at the beach to see what sort of foraging items there were.
That might be a problem. I'm playing the Where Did I Leave My Watering Can? Oh, it's in my inventory. Right, there we go.
So, now that patch 1.1 has come out for Stardew Valley, do you think they're gonna make any more of the NPCs in town dateable?
I don't, maybe?
Because a couple of people have their main squeezes, while others are...
Proudly single. That's a good question. Who would you want dating? I know we kind of bounced this question back and forth a few other times, but if you gotta, rule the world for a moment, who would you make dateable?
I don't know.
Is there anyone undateable?
That's the beauty of this game. I don't think there's anyone that's just straight up undateable. I mean, yeah, I may give crap to Haley, but...
To be fair,
I can see
she gives it right back. As an NPC, if they, decided to make somebody who is marginally annoying at all times, they did a great job. And that's the thing. I am, in real life, like an actual girly girl. I am into hair and makeup and all of those Haley things, but not in a way where I completely alienate everybody I don't think.
No.
And get, notes back. Oh my god, that one time you went on for lipstick about, 20 minutes. Okay, to be fair, it was really cheap lipstick. Actually, no kidding, I'm going out and buying lipstick. Well, picking up lipstick tonight. After we film.
What color are you picking out?
It's, being me, Sephora is doing my birthday's in a couple weeks, and they're doing their annual birthday gift of get a free tube of lipstick. A bunch of brands sent them in, so I am picking up a Tarte lipstick and blush set for my 39th birthday. I don't even know where time went either. 39. I know, everybody just said, wow, you're older than my mom. I might be. It's okay. The
You're
important thing is,
wonderful the way you are.
oh, wow, you are seriously kissing up, but that's okay. You do you. Nah, I'm chill with my. I don't know. As weird as it sounds, like everybody else is like, "Oh my God, 40's next," and I'm like, "Bring it." It's not nearly as weird as when I turned like 25 and realized I had two toddlers. That was like, "Oh my God, what the hell am I doing?" And now I'm like, I got one kid in college, one about to go, the other one's not far behind. They'll all be off to college before I'm 45, which means I get to relax. I'm like, mommy has some me time, and that is chill. Nah, honestly, to kid you not, the kids' plan is to move down the street from me so they can still come over every night for dinner. Like, that is their plan for my retirement. We're gonna live on the same street. Oh, we got a letter. I don't usually give out my recipes, but since you've been such a sweetheart to George and I wrote this one down for you, Evelyn. Rice pudding. Oh, that is just,
Cute little old ladies being cute, little and old.
yeah, like, I don't know. I think at some point I plan on being just like, it's a funny thing because, like, everyone's like, oh my God, one day you'll turn into your mother. And I'm like, I turned into my grandmother. This is awesome. I'm like chasing down people. Oh, look at how thin you are. You must eat. And, like, I feed them. That is my thing. I will feed the tar out. Huh. So I just got wine. I just want to, no, not the fish bundles. I'm so lagging on those fish bundles. I should feel worse than I do. Okay, I have turned in wine. I need a rabbit's foot and a pomegranate. As I understand it, the rabbit's foot will randomly drop off the bunnies. That sounds terrible, actually. Like, I remember a point in high school where um, somebody had gotten me a rabbit's foot keychain, and I thought it was like fake fur until a guy I was friendly with at the time was like, that has toenails. And I was like, oh my God, I have a real animal's, like, taken apart foot on my keys. I think it's the closest I've ever come to wearing real fur, although to be honest, I do wear leather. But I was like, oh my God, I'm like walking around with Thumper's decapitated paw.
See, I always assumed that, like the rabbit's feet would actually be real rabbit's feet. That's why I never wanted one.
Someone gave it to me as a gift for good luck, and I was like, oh, cool. I'll throw that on. It was one with the little keychain loop. I'm like, oh, cool. I'll throw that on my keys because let's be honest, I lose keys. I lose keys like it's a thing. We have all come to terms with the fact that I cannot keep a set of keys anywhere near my person ever. And yeah, no, that thing had toenails. I think at the time my sister had a pet bunny, so I was like, oh my God, don't anyone tell her.
I actually think I had a pet rabbit at one point.
What was his name?
I was probably like real young, so I'm not sure. I remember having one, I just don't remember its name.
Fair enough. The kids, because when you let my kids do things, right? They had ones named Hans and Pepper. So when you said it quickly, it was Haas and Pepper. Mm-hmm. Which, as we all know, is a dish containing rabbit meat. Thanks, babe, thanks. Evan had a white rabbit that he named Death after the bunny from Monty Python. Because we just can't have nice things. And that was fun because we'd go to the vet's office and the vet like make you, put down the animal's name as the patient. And so I'm handing them this white bunny, its name, death, and they're like, "Your kid's really hardcore." I'm like, "He's really into Python."
Oh yeah, speaking of rabbits, at the animal shelter, not PetSmart, but the one that's
Mhm.
like up the road from here, they actually have rabbits that you can adopt.
Yeah, we did for a long time. Because especially Angoras, which are the long furred ones, people would, get them, and they're fuzzy and fluffy, and they'd get them for little girls, and they require like serious amounts of like foaming out and everything else. Otherwise, their fur mats really bad. So people would get, these giant fluffy bunnies for their nieces, not realizing that it takes hours and hours to comb through, and then they, get them returned. So for a good long time there, we would go down and, they'd have our number and we would pick them up and rehabilitate and clean them up and then find help for home. Yes, I used to help foster bunnies because bunnies. How are the foster kittens doing at the animal shelter?
Haven't gone recently.
So, for those of you who don't know, Chibi volunteers as a backup. What do they call you? Kitten snuggler?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm Chibi volunteers for pet adoption days as a backup. So when somebody can't make it on their normal Tuesday, Wednesdays, Chibi and Mama Chibi show up to help, kittens get adopted, which I do think is both adorable and wonderful.
Yep. And since it's PetSmart, they have a little they don't like people going back to see the cats
Hmm.
if there's nobody back there to help them out.
Yeah,
For safety reasons, of course.
makes sense. Well, yeah, I mean, as you and I both know, insurance has a lot of regs.
Yeah.
Um, for the like three people who don't know, Chibi and I are both insurance agents. That is like our day job, if you can call it a day job. I get the blessed beauty of working from home office most days, which is glorious. Um, so yeah, like I finished work early today, and we're recording because, haha, I got done with work early. Let's see here. Ilk. Do I have room for my barn already, or do I need to clear a space?
Topaz. Where are the topaz hiding?
Not very deep in at all. They're one of the first few.
Alright, I'm gonna go to floor 10 because, yeah.
Yeah, it would be about right. So I'm currently trying to find a space that I can put my barn in that doesn't have like everything else in the world there. Because it's like one building spot bigger than I thought it was. Dang it. And like, let's build it, and it's like, where? And I'm like, math is hard? Actually, kids, math is not hard. Being dumb, that's hard. No, I'm teasing. But seriously, do your homework.
And and if you're struggling, actually ask for help. Don't.
Oh, God, yes. There are so many people who would be like, let me help you. You're right, Jimmy. Um, but yeah, no, if you genuinely need help with something, get it. That's the whole point. That's what, the adults in your life are for. And wow, I just like totally jumped up on a soapbox there, but yeah, you know, the people in your life, the ones that love you, the ones that really, really matter for you, uh, you know, hell or high water, they want you to succeed.
Yeah.
And, go with that. Use that to, use that to make your life better. Because there will be people that are going to tell you, you know, you can, you can't. Those people, you don't need them in your life.
Yeah.
But the people who really care, the people that want you to do well, they'll be there long after those people have walked off.
Yeah. Why do you think I quit chorus after the,
Oh, God. Yeah. Sorry about that. For those of you who don't know, Chibi's choir teacher in junior high had some definite feelings about his musical skill. That's a nice way to put it, right, Chibs?
Yep.
I'm having to like rearrange a bunch of my buildings to make room for the building that I'm trying to fit in.
Well, I'm finding every every gem but a topaz.
Is it truly outrageous?
Yes.
Sorry. Actually, sorry, not sorry.
You're not sorry.
I'm not.
You would think sweet peas would give you energy, like most of the other flowers, but I don't know if it's a bug or not, but it says nuh-uh.
Wonder why. Alright, I am having a heck of a time placing this barn. But it's while I'm in the build a barn menu, not like build a bear, slight adjustment. But while I'm in the build a barn menu, I don't want to be like, hey, I'll be back shortly, because you know how that'll go. She won't be here for like a week. My entire layout of my land is all just sideways now. It's cool. Nothing's where it used to be. It's finally fixed. So, what's the weather like in St. Louis right now?
Slightly cold. Not like super cold like it was last year about this time up there.
Mm-hmm.
It's still warm, jammy, and hot cocoa weather.
See, I am like yoga pants and sweater right now, and that is comfortable. But if I went outside, no. We are not going out. Nah. Oh, I forgot to grab parsnip seeds.
I suppose now I should start saving money for seeds for fall.
Yep.
Because I am 28 days in the season. So about 5 after I get to bed in game, 4 days away. So, well, teehee, I will still have my corn growing.
Yep, gotta plan yourself ahead a little. Let's see, the wizard just asked for quartz, which I've got, but back at the house, so trudging back that way. But that's cool, because I haven't gone down there and collected leeks or berries yet, so I can go forage while delivering quartz. I think his house isn't closed till midnight.
Getting back to the previous conversation about who should be dateable in the next patch if they do that.
Mm-hmm.
Clint, because you really don't find much about him.
I can agree with that.
He's just sort of
there.
There.
He's there to build your stuff, and that seems like something of a waste. Yeah, I can agree with that wholeheartedly. I have made such a stinking mess out of my entire farm area right now. from, we're gonna have to fix this. My chicken coop's in the wrong place. My barn is like halfway across the field because it happened to be the only spot that didn't have any like junk in the way. So we're just gonna pull out our scythe and kind of clean up some of these weeds that were in our way because, yo, you're in my way. Move these mayonnaise machines out of here. And something I hadn't realized till a few minutes ago is the grass area next to the your sell by bin. You can, in fact, put things in that grass area. So I'm gonna start moving some of my goodies, my various.
Oh yeah, I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never knew you could.
I didn't either. So I'm gonna move some of my furnaces and my barrels and some of those things over there, and my silo. And if my math is right, and it should be, then I ought to be able to move those things over there, and move the chicken coop back in that little niche we have the silo.
Yeah.
Trying to sort of
reorganize the area a bit.
Yeah, make it where things are where I need them to be, and not where they've been, just sort of mishmash placed. At least that's my theory. I'll let you know how it works.
Yes, game, I get it. It's getting late. That is why I'm heading towards the house.
The game wants you to know you have not yet disrupted the time-space continuum enough. Well, that's a little better.
Level 7 farming.
Congrats. But yeah, you need a space that's 4x8 for the big barn. Yeah, the big barn. I didn't quite make enough room left. So I think that ought to give us the room we need. I do that. And I have no guarantee I'm right. I'm just, eyeballing it with a little bit of math.
Yay, the tomatoes came in.
Yay, pickled cauliflower. Yep, that sounds weird to celebrate, but yay! Although, I think that's technically sauerkraut. No, pickled cabbage is sauerkraut. Like, I'm not sure that would actually be bad. What do you think? Pickled cauliflower, would you eat it?
I would try. I would try it because I do like cauliflower anyway.
And pickles.
Pickles.
See? You like pickles.
Okay, what do you need for the quality retaining soil? Ah, clay. Okay.
You just have the moment where you get the answer to a question and you're like, yep, that totally made sense, and why didn't I think of that?
Well, I just, unlocked it like 5 seconds ago, so. Which I have been using the retaining soil since I haven't been making, whatchamacallit. sprinklers because I keep forgetting to most of the time.
Yep, sprinklers are divine. Alright, now I've got the room to move a few buildings like I need to. It's 10:30. We're going to... Alright, we're going to sleep for the night. How are you doing over there, Chids?
It is Wednesday the 24th, and I am still watering the plants.
Yay! Plants need water.
Well, it rained the first 2 days of the recording, and it's not going to rain today, but tomorrow, by God, tomorrow it's going to rain again.
And that's why I love my sprinklers. Alright, let's see now. I definitely think one of my next things is going to be the mill because I have so many recipes that require, you know, sugar or flour, and those are the pieces I'm missing. And I can grow the raw ingredients, I just, you know, don't have the mill to process them. Oh, I got out early enough where I'm getting to watch all the animals walk out of the barn.
No.
Yep.
That sounds more than a little adorable.
It is, but since they're temporarily, like, right in front of the wall, basically take a step out and they all log in. Yep. So we're going to have to fix a little placement issue here. Also, it looks like quite a few crops just became ready. Got a parsnip. Got another parsnip. And another parsnip. And another parsnip.
And another and another.
And strawberry. Heck yeah. I think somebody just was like, I like parsnips. Yay! Well, I've got 2 gold star parsnips. Oh, we're getting there. I need 5. I'm at 2. And something that people may or may not realize, if you don't hoe the soil, it still has the fertilizer from before, so you can just keep replanting in that spot. I wonder if I can... Oh, you know what? I don't think I can move anything, though, because Robin right now is at my house building. So I might have to wait a day or so.
I believe so, yes.
It looks like all of the animals have mostly figured their way out of the barn now.
Come on, Haley, get out of your room. Oh my God.
But she's doing her hair?
She is.
To deliver that quartz. I think I am totally... Also, where's my... Seriously, I have something there. There we are. I like that I can say that I'm pro part. Because it seems like a rather odd thing to be, you know, appreciative, but yes, parsnips.
And there is my phone being interruptive.
Ah.
And here is me not paying attention to it.
Is it weird when your phone rings and you're like, somebody should get that, and then you realize it's you? Come on now, don't tell me I'm the only one that does this. But yeah, all the time I'm like, hey, somebody's ringing. You should totally get that. Meanwhile, everyone's looking at me. Alright. Whew. And it be berry time. And more berries. So I'm running down to deliver the quartz. And there is like every berry in the world currently on the bushes right now, so I'm just gonna zigzag. I just got a note that a train is passing through. As we have noted, this like never seems to actually get me anything. I know other people are like, oh my god, you'll get so much cool stuff when you make it to the train. Never get nothing. I'll do it to show people who haven't, seen the train yet, but whatever magic it takes to make the train drop things for you, I do not have that deep.
I just walked by the playground. And now I'm thinking back to my childhood in the local park here. Used to have a rocket ship slide.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
It was like a multi-tiered, base, and then there was a slide.
Was it metal, and did you burn like every inch of leg you've ever had on it?
Yes and yes.
Yes. See, that is what I have mixed feelings because playgrounds felt safer. And the problem we have now is that when they study these things, they're not actually like when you use it as designed. Don't. You're supposed to be, safer and more secure. The problem is that kids, it makes it too easy and not challenging, and so kids start climbing on the top of the. You're not supposed to climb on those parts, looking for challenges. And so, while I love in theory that playgrounds are more inclusive, and that's great, it seems like it's gotten too safe, and that kids are now climbing on the outside of play structures that were never meant to be climbed on because it's now too easy and too boring.
Yeah.
I think, a couple of the older style, actual adventurous climb on and play on it. I probably sound like, the get off my lawn guy right now.
Or like the slide that used to be at the middle school. There was this long metal slide that would go down the hill.
Mm-hmm.
Middle school was built back in the 70s when stuff like that would still be okay because not everybody and their mother would be protecting their young ones, aka overprotective.
And fair enough. When we were kids, like, maybe once or twice. Like, the first time you did it, yep, you burned your tokus on that darn thing. But then you figured out really, really quickly that you put your butt down, you put your knees up, and you slide most carefully.
Yeah.
And, Oh, also, this tree stump right here, you can cut it down with your axe. Get hardwood. And there's a secret area of the forest that I've never been in yet. So
I haven't been there either. However, I do get some of the spoils out of there on my farm map.
mm-hmm.
That's kind of why I went with the forest one.
Oh, holy smokes. Good thing things stacked over 99 because the salmon berries, the berries. Remember in summer how the raspberries all around the farm would just all like light up at once?
Yep.
Yep, I am down by the wizard's tower and it is just berry palooza here. There are enough berries here to make strawberry shortcake.
Well, salmonberry shortcake.
Salmonberry shortcake. Now I want like a giant bowl of raspberry ice cream, by the way.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't? Exactly.
My fruit bats brought me 2 spiceberries and a salmonberry.
Not angry with that at all.
Nope. How is my pickle jars doing? Oh, nope, can't eat sweet pea.
Here we go. Gonna go hand our quartz to Mr. Wizard. I think he's open by now. Hello, Mr. Wizard. How are you doing? Are you in fact tripping balls again? Item you requested. Your work was satisfactory. Here's your... Let's see. How are we doing on our... Nope. He does not yet I mean, I guess we don't come down here very much to the wizard's house, which is probably our bad, or my bad rather. The rest of you aren't at the keyboard. But he's one of those sort of out of the way NPCs that you don't think about until you need to come down here for something. Then you're like, oh yeah, dude.
Because he never shows up around town.
No, like it takes a royal summon for me to remember he exists. Every so often, a quest will show up, and I'm like, oh yeah, that guy. But at the moment, I'm shaking salmon berries from trees. Like, you don't even know, Chibs. I'm up to 160 of these things, and they're still everywhere. Because I did take the buff with double foraging. So I'm getting 3 salmon berries per tree, per bush.
Which is good.
Makes me happy. Of course, it's also making me hungry for raspberry everything, so, Yep, I think this episode is just going to be a lot of me getting my forage on. Also, we have that new area to explore, so we're at about 550. Right now, I'm going to grab the rest of the stuff south of us, and we're either going to explore that today if we have time, or more likely we're going to go hit that up tomorrow, which would be next episode.
Yeah. It's currently 6 p.m. over here, and in-game, not out of game.
Yeah, 6:20 as well here. So I think, ooh, and it looks like my wild spring onions are all ready. Yep, spring onions, spring onions, spring onions, spring onions, spring onions, and salmon berries.
Gotta love onions.
I do. I do. No, I don't want to eat it. I want to eat it. So, moral of this one is when it tells you it is salmonberry season, empty out a couple slots in inventory
and just go harvest to your
and
heart's
just
content.
run around town. Because spring onions will also be in effect, so will leeks, and you can just basically forage like a whole season's worth of stuff at once. Because, yum. Of course, the side effect is it will make you hungry for raspberries, leeks, and onions. Not even mad at any of that. I love all those things, so. I might need to figure out what's for dinner. Okay, the cage is still locked. Not the cage, the sewers. Eventually, we get the ability to unlock the sewers, and inside those sewers,
I think is a whole nother dungeon of sorts.
there is a whole other area inside the sewers.
I like that this game has like multiple designs for the combat-y area of the game. It's just not the generic, here's the caves, knock yourself out.
And I love that every 10 levels the cave switches up its design. Of course, that can be a pain. We need to remember where, like, the ice geode comes from, because you're past that set of floors. I think I need to get a frozen geode. Dude.
If they added bug catching to this game, would you actually take the time to capture bugs?
If it wasn't as bad as fishing. Honestly, though, fishing got way easier after you helpfully, like, did a whole swatch for me, and thank you.
It gets easier when you get the next step of fishing rod.
Yeah.
Because that first one is brutal. And I am getting the cutscene with Linus over here.
Nice. I am taking a brief moment to just sort of reframe, like, for example, your machines all work when you go to bed. So if you fill up your mayonnaise machine before bed, then when you wake up the next morning, it will be ready for the extra half second you toast. Some things still seem like you have to have a tool in your hand to go to sleep. That seems weird. Living off the land is letting me know about honey. Yep,
And he taught me how to make the wild bait.
nice.
Which, as you all know or don't know, that's the second tier of bait.
Yep.
Which uses fiber, bug meat, and slime.
So currently I am shuffling some of my goodies that I've picked versus some of the regular stuff. Make sure that we've got eggs in the fridge, those sorts of things. You don't actually get any bonus increases if you cook with something that's starred. So those are, things that are better to give or to,
Give or to sell, yeah.
Again, massive, massive clog of animals trying to leave the barn. Or the coop, rather. We will fix that as soon as we can, duckies and bunnies. Well, everything else, oh my. I don't think large eggs get you more mayonnaise or more expensive mayonnaise, but well, let's try it. I bought some extra.
I can't wait till I get the fridge so I can put all this food away.
It's just like every game that has an inventory increasing ability. The second you get it, it's great for like 5 minutes, and then you fill it anyways, and you're out of room for everything. A ton of parsnips just became available, and I just realized we were going to put a cut right there. So let's do it. You ready?
Yeah, let me head off to bed real quick.
Oh, I got another gold star parsnip. We're now at 3.
Cool. I am waddling my way through my, farm because I was hunting for mixed seeds. And now into bed.
All right, this is Sadie,
And GVAs.
and we'll be back in a moment with Parsnip Palooza. Bye bye.
Bye bye.